Love doesn't pay the landlord when he's sharp at the door. Doesn't boil the water when the pipes won't work anymore. Doesn't stitch up a lung when it tightens like a wire, or talk down the fever when it climbs a little higher. I've seen people smiling with their hands on the wheel, acting fine, going nowhere, trying not to feel like they're floating on splinters in the deep cold part. Up, down, keeping time with the heart. And I know bread is bread, and rest is a mercy when you haven't slept. But there's a kind of empty that medicine can't get. Still take my name like oxygen. Say it slow, let it settle in. 'Cause love isn't food, love isn't cure, but it's the thing that makes you wanna live through it. If the world turns hard, if the days go mean, hold me close in the in-between. Love won't fix what's broken in us, but it keeps the door from closing. I watch my neighbor fold his jacket at the edge of his bed, phone in his palm like a weight, like something unsaid. He said I'm fine, like a joke that nobody buys, and the room felt louder than his quiet, tired eyes. There are people making peace with the end of the line, not from drama, not from headlines, just a slow decline from being unseen so long it starts to feel true, like a lock on the inside that won't turn for you. And I know pain is real, it pins you down till you bargain and kneel, and hunger has a way of rewriting what you feel. Still take my name like oxygen. Say it slow, let it settle in. 'Cause love isn't food, love isn't cure, but it's the thing that makes you wanna live through it. If the world turns hard, if the days go mean, hold me close in the in-between. Love won't fix what's broken in us, but it keeps the door from closing. Maybe someday backed into a corner, teeth chattering, bills on the table, I'll look at what we have and what I'm missing, and I'll think, be practical, be able. I might price out peace like it's something you can buy, trade our history for a plate and a quieter mind. I might say, forgive me with my keys in my hand, standing on the threshold of a safer plan. But if you ask me right now, right here, I don't think I can. So take my name like oxygen. Say it slow, let it settle in. 'Cause love isn't food, love isn't cure, but it's the reason I keep choosing it. When the world turns hard, when the days go mean, hold me close in the in-between. Love won't fix what's broken in us, but it keeps the door from closing. Keep the door from closing. Four small flares gone before the steeple bell rang. Sunday morning, Alabama clay, dynamite dressed in the walls that day. 4 girls braiding the future bright, never came home to see the night. But I've heard this silence before, in the weight of chance beneath the shore. Charleston water, cold and white, 500 souls pulled down inside. They wrapped them in nets like they were nothing, dropped them where the redcoats couldn't go. Thought erasing a body erased the story, but the water remembers everything below. You can't find what you refuse to name. You can't drown what was already claimed. Everybody buried in the deep, every girl they tried to make the world forget rises in me. You can't unsee what history keeps. Generations folded into mud, voices coded in our very blood. They built the steeple, they built the law, and unbroke the bodies and cleaned the floor. But I was there at the harbor's mouth, I was there in the burning south. I carry the names they never carved, I carry the hunger they left us starved. They wrap them in nets like they were nothing, drop them where the redcoats couldn't go. Thought erasing a body erased the story, but the water remembers everything below. You can't find what you refuse to name. You can't drown what was already claimed. Everybody buried in the deep, every girl they tried to make the world forget rises in me. You can't unsee what history keeps. Can't you see them? Can't you see them? Walking the floor of the harbor, painting the air of the nave. They are the thread running through us, they are the wound and the web. We are the unfinished mourning, we are the regret. Can't find what you can't see. Can't find what you won't see. But we are still here. We are still here. We are still here. Four small flames, gone before the steeple bell rang. 4 small flames, 4 small flames. Four small flames, 4 small flames. 4 small flames, 4 small flames. small flames. Four 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 small flames. And four flames. Four small flames. Four small. I read the old rules one more time, then shut the book. Check the seal on the mask in the bathroom mirror. Zip the black suit up to my throat. Camera cold against my ribs. Knife on my calf like a secret I can't misplace. No crew on deck, no voice in my ear. Just a borrowed boat in the chop of the water. A ladder hangs there like it's nothing, like it hasn't taken people down before. Rung after rung, I lose the shoreline. Air turns thick, then thin, and I move wrong in these stupid fins. Like a kid pretending to be brave, and nobody tells me when the ocean actually begins. I came to find what's under the story, what sank when everybody swore it did. And I came for the bent metal truth and whatever still refuses to quit. Down where you breathe like you're learning again. Down where the silence has a way. I'm not here to be saved, I'm here to look straight at what happened. Blue turns mean, green turns gone, and it's just pressure in my own pulse. The mass shoves air into my lungs like it's arguing with panic. But the sea doesn't care about strength. It teaches you to turn slow, to stop fighting every inch, and let your body become a question. There are things living easy down here, fanning themselves unbothered, as if ruin is a normal address. And I almost forget my mission, because time doesn't move right under this much water. I came to find what's under the story, what sank when everybody swore it did. And I came for the bent metal truth and whatever still refuses to quit. Down where you breathe like you're learning again. Down where the silence happened. My lamp slides across a flank of wreckage, a hull split open like a mouth. No pirates, no romance, just bolts, bone rips, all by years. A face in the rusted glass of a porthole, staring up like it's waiting for daylight. Damage made beautiful by force and time. Not forgiveness, just survival. And here's the part I didn't plan. I'm not one person in the suit. I'm her hands and his shoulders. I'm the ones who stay quiet, the ones who yelled. I'm the breath held too long. I'm the bargain, the bruise, the proof. We circle the hold like a memory you can't delete. And I see the cargo, silver, copper, cheap gold, sealed in barrels, half stuck, left behind. Tools that once pointed home, a swollen logbook, a compass that lies. Words were supposed to be maps, but my name isn't in the book. None of ours are. So I'm writing it down with my body, in silt and current and careful light. I'm taking pictures of what they left out. I'm taking the blade in case I get caught. Down where you breathe like you're learning again. Down where the silence has a weight. I'm not here to be saved, I'm here to bring back what's missing. Rung after rung, I carry it up, a camera full of evidence, a knife that never got used, and an empty book that's finally ready for names. Radiator ticking, the house can breathe in the quiet, the giving stays. In the quiet, the giving stays. Dish drip dry, the hallway dim, wrapping paper folded like a secret hymn. Stockings on a nail, stitch names in red. Kids curled up tight, all warm, half said. I tied my hair up, pulled the quilt to my chin, told myself it's quiet, let the season in. Then the yard snapped loud like a branch gave way. My whole body woke up before my brain. Bare feet on cold wood, I crossed the room, held my breath at the window like it might bloom. And there it was, over the fresh clean white, a small sleigh cutting corners of the sky. Not a billboard shine, not a drone in sight, just old magic moving low and quick. 8 little runners pulling hard through the air, and a driver laughing like he's been everywhere. If you ever needed proof you can still be a kid, I saw him and I knew that was Nick. He steered them close with a sharp little call, like he knew every rooftop, every wall. Dasher, dancer, don't you drift. Prancer, vixen, give me lift. Comic Cupid, hold that line. Donder, blitzen, hit the climb. They cleared the porch like leaves in a storm, then hooves on the shingles, quick and warm. I ducked back fast like I'd been caught, laughing at something I shouldn't want. Then soft thud, soot smell, a breath of pine, like the fireplace turned into a doorway sign. And there it was, over the fresh clean white, a small sleigh cutting corners of the sky. Not a billboard shine, not a drone in sight, just old magic moving low and quick. 8 little runners pulling hard through the air, and a driver laughing like he's been everywhere. If you ever need still be a kid. I saw him and I knew that was Nick. He landed in the living room like a man whose late coat lined with fur, cuffs stained with grit, a sack on his back like a street vendor's load. Toy corners peeking from the folds, his eyes at that spark you see in good friends when they show up exactly when the hard week ends. Cheeks flushed up, nose bright red, belly shook when he chuckled under his breath. He didn't make speeches, didn't sell a thing, just went to work like it's a simple kind of caring. Stuffed the stockings, checked the tags, smoothed the bow on the last gift bag. Then he looked right at me like, yes, I'm here. And the fear in my chest just disappeared. One wink like a promise you don't have to explain, a finger to his nose, and he was gone again. And there it was, over the fresh clean white, a small sleigh cutting corners of the sky. Not a billboard shine, not a drone in sight, just old magic moving low and quick. 8 little runners pulling hard through the air, and a driver laughing like he's been everywhere. I don't know what I'll believe when the morning hits, but I heard him say, Merry Christmas, good night. Radiator ticking, the house can breathe in the quiet. The giving stays in the quiet. The giving stays. Sea glass morning, we don't tell anyone. Just push off and let the shoreline come undone. We stole a boat the color of split peas, paint chipped off like old receipts in the breeze. You packed honey in a jar with a crack in the lid. I brought a 5-pound note like a stupid little kid, and the water kept time on the side of the hull like it knew where we were going before we did. I watched you watch the constellations like they were street signs out of town. I found a cheap guitar, 3 broken strings, still you smiled when I strummed them down. Say you'll go with me past the last phone signal, past the careful plans we never kept. You with your quiet claws and city manners, and me all feathers all in over my head. If love is just a dare we keep accepting, let it take us instead. You said you sing like you mean it, elegant bird, like you learned every note from a promise you heard. Then you laughed and you asked it, plain as a bill, are we doing this or are we standing still? Because I'm tired of almost, tired of someday. But what do we do for a ring? So we sailed for a year and a day, past weather that wanted us gone, till the air smelled sweet and unfamiliar, and the map gave up and carried on. Say you'll go with me past the last phone signal, past the careful plans we never kept. You with your quiet claws and city manners, and me all feathers all in over my head. If love is just a dare we keep accepting, let it take us instead. In a backwood market under bong tree leaves, a pig in a jacket dealt small-time miracles with ease. There was a ring on the end of his nose, like a joke that somehow still glows. I said, 1 shilling, tell me you'll take it. He said, sure love, I've got bills to pay. So we bought our little circle of metal, like buying a future at a yard sale. A turkey on the hill, red vows like headlines. Stumbled on our names, then got them right in time. We ate mints from the paper bowl, quince on the side, sweet and cold. And you held my wing like it was normal, like it wasn't the bravest thing I'd ever been told. Say you'll go with me past the last phone signal, where the tide rides over what we were. You with your steady gaze, unafraid to choose me, learning how to finally be sure. And if the moon catches us out here laughing, let it watch us on the shore. Hand in hand where the water meets the land, we spin slow, we don't need a band. Just the sea and a borrowed ring, and the chance to say yes, I can. Click of the cap, kitchen table quiet, a bruise-colored sky on the window pane. I press the pen like a needle just to feel it bite, a little sting to prove I'm still in my body tonight. The news keeps looping like a sink that won't shut off, so I measure out my grief with the same old cough. I got losses with last names, losses with no return address, some I can say out loud, some I fold up in my chest. The pharmacy line is long, everyone acting polite, trading small talk for chemicals under fluorescent white. They say take 2, call if it gets worse, like there's this wish, like the world didn't break its own rules and call it just how it is. So I fit what I can in a pill and the rest in my pockets. No plan to save us, just people making do with what's in the cabinets. If the sirens start their sermon, I'm not waiting for permission. I'll lay mirrors in the street, make the sky look down and listen. Bring heaven down to earth, right here on this cracked asphalt. If we're going out, we're going out honest. Trespassers in work boots walk through the house of our days, hands on our tools like they've always had the right to take. They call it progress, call it order, call it keeping us safe, but it feels like someone else writing over my name. So I start a little storage in the back of the mind, where I keep the things that matter when the lights go blind. A photo booth, strip, a spare key, a note that you wrote me, a lighter, a bandage, a joke you told when you were lonely. If there's a map, it's torn to shreds in the glove compartment. Still I can drive by, feel, still I can make a letter out. Yeah, I fit what I can in a pill and the rest in my pockets. No plan to save us, just people making do with what's in the cabinets. If the sirens start their sermon, I'm not waiting for permission. I'll lay mirrors in the street, make the sky look down and listen. Bring heaven down to earth, right here on this cracked asphalt. If we're going out, we're going out honest. Not the clean kind of faith they sell in a bottle, not the kind that asks you to swallow and smile. I mean the messy kind, Neighbors in doorways, someone sharing a charger, someone watching the child. I mean, hands on shoulders, I mean, stay, stay, stay. I mean, even if nobody's coming, we can still turn toward each other anyway. Pen pressed down, stinging and steady. I pour it in slow, I name what I'm ready. I fit what I can in a pill and the rest in my pockets. No plan to save us, so we practice. So we build our small rockets. When the sirens start their sermon, let them hear our decision. We'll lay mirrors in the street, make the sky look down and listen. Bring heaven down to earth right here. No special magic, just a face in the glass saying don't look away. Of the cap, table finally breathing, mirrors in the road, making tomorrow see us. Snow keeps its own time. The cold came early, cut the streetlights thin. Mailbox full of silence, the world tucked in. Sidewalks locked solid, rivers wouldn't move. Every door was holding its breath like a proof. And I watched the weather write in white again. Same line twice, then once, then amen. I used to think heaven needed marble and gold, a ceiling high enough for a story told. But the truest things don't ask for room, they arrive like warmth in a borrowed womb. So come in small, come in close, no parade, no satin clothes. If the whole wide world can't fit what you are, then take this place where my doubts are. In the rough sunlight under open beams, lay your weight down in my ordinary. If all I own is a trembling start, then I'll give you that, I'll give you my part. Barnboard ceiling, a nail-bit floor, breath of the animals by the half-shut door. No choir section, no polished praise, just a young girl steady in a hard-earned days. And somewhere outside, the cold keeps score, but inside mercy is something you can pour. They say the powerful come loud and fast, with banners high and a future cast. But you came hungry, you came needing, not taking, just receiving. So come in small, come in close, no parade, no satin clothes. If the whole wide world can't fit what you are, then take this place where my doubts are. In a rough song quiet under open beams, lay your weight down in my ordinary. If all I own is a trembling start, then I'll give you that, I'll give you my part. If I had fields don't understand. So take my worry, take my pride, take the locked rooms I keep inside. Teach me the way you chose to be, close enough to need me. So come in small, come in close. No parade, no satin clothes. If the whole wide world can't fit what you are, then take this place where my doubts are. In the rough song quiet under open beams, make a home in my ordinary. If all I own is a trembling star, then I'll give you that. I'll give you my part. Song on song, it keeps coming down, and still you come around. I came up through clay and old hymns, where the highway hums like a warning. I was born south of the North Line, but north of what they call the South, in a city built on slopes and shortcuts, where you learn to keep your balance. I watched morning hit the cuts, you watched it climb what folks abandon, and the trains kept time with my breathing, like the ground still had a hand in it. Past the billboard promises, I put my palm to the yard and felt the small things moving, ants, roots and an old ache starting. Atlanta, wake up slow from your red dust and your gold talk, from the prayers in borrowed buildings and the bread lines down the block. Let the choir and the sirens hold one note in the same throat. I'm still here, I'm still listening to the city, learning to grow. My mother said, baby, keep your name clean, like clean could buy you safety. At school they taught us futures that never had our faces in them, so we made our own out back steps, out of porch light and good trouble, out of Sunday clothes and work boots, out of laughter under pressure. They call us bold when we survive, call us wild when we won't bow, but I've been tender as a bruise and I'm standing anyhow. Atlanta, wake up slow from your red dirt and your gold talk, from the deals made over dinner and the fences in the park. Let the choir and the sirens hold one note in the same throat. I'm still here, I'm still listening to the city, learning to grow. Between the rebirth and the after, between the headline and the home, there are wings above the avenue, heavy beating, painted bold. I've tasted kindness like cold water and carelessness like lead. I've been counted out, then counted on by strangers in my head. And there's a question running through America like a fast car with no brakes. Who gets to be unafraid? Who gets to make mistakes? I don't have a perfect Hear the weeds in the vacant lot, hear the sea that's miles away, still pulling on what we've got. Let the gospel with no temple and the streetlights stay on hold. I'm still here, I'm still listening to the city, learning to grow. South of the north light, north of the south, I'm still here. Under the chestnut branches, where the main road bends, I slow my car and listen, like it's calling me again. There's a one-bay shop with the door rolled high, a radio low, stubborn fan. He's built like work, sun on his skin, grease in the lines of his hands. Paychecks come, paychecks go, he takes what the weak will give, keeps his head up, meets your eyes like that's a way to live. The air tastes sharp, like pennies and heat, and time keeps counting a steady beat. Steel on steel, let it ring, let the whole town know he's still here. Not loud for show, just doing his thing, turning strain into something you can wear. And if you've ever needed proof that you can stand back up again, drive past the chestnut tree, listen for the hammer when the day thins. After school we'd crowd the doorway, backpacks sliding off one shoulder. We'd watch the sparks jump out and die before they ever got older. He'd grin without looking up, like he knew our names by sound, and the bellows breathed like a big old animal tied down to the ground. He didn't talk much, but you learned somehow. Stay close to the work, don't bow to the crowd. Steel on steel, let it ring, let the whole town know he's still here. Not loud for show, just doing his thing, turning strain into something you can wear. And if you've ever needed proof that you can stand back up again, drive past the chestnut tree, listen for the hammer when the day thins. Sunday morning, second pew, his son's lined up, shirts too clean. The pastor talks about mercy, about the weight of what you mean. And his girl stands to sing, her voice steady, plain and brave. He stares hard at the hymn book, like he's holding back a wave. I heard somebody say her mother went early years ago. When the song lifts up the room, his shoulders shake real slow. He wipes his cheek with the side of his thumb and sits up straight again, like grief is just another iron he's learning to bend. Steel on steel, let it ring, the whole town know he's still here. Not loud for show, just doing his thing, making clean lines out of fear. Some days you lose, some days you mend, some days you only hold. But morning brings a job to start, and evening lets it close. So thanks to the one who taught me without a single sermon said. We're all shaped by what we carry and what we choose to set. Under the chestnut branches, when the traffic thins, I swear I can still hear it, that measured human hymn. They crowded in like weather at the door. Hands on my blanket, shoes on the floor. Somebody's auntie found a verse to repeat, like it could bargain with the beeping machine. I kept my eyes on the cheap motel art, a little tree printed in a park, and the vent above me pushed cold air, making that branch move like it was real in there. I said, y'all don't have to do all that. No, really layers. My mouth felt full of cotton and regret. They looked at me like I had turned mean, like I'd slammed a door on something unseen. But I just wanted quiet to land on the rails of the bed, and while shaking hands, there's no need to call anybody down. I'm already here, I'm already found. If God's got my number, God can ring without a room full of talking over everything. So line up your coats, take the hallway, yeah. Let the small sounds have their share. Let me go out here and what I can, the fan, the wind, my name in a stranger's plan. Slow, single file and soar, a line of family like a hospital tour. My cousin kept blinking hard at the tiles like grief was a spill he could mop with a smile. Across the hall, the praying didn't stop, soft and steady like a dripping faucet. Somebody humming under their breath like they were trying to padlock death. And me, I watched the curtain do its job, lift and fall from the building's cough. Every time the air kicked in, that printed branch danced again. I try to be brave the way people mean, not with speeches, just with breathing. But the words from that other room kept leaning in like cheap perfume. There's no need to call anybody down. I'm already here, I'm already found. If God's got my number, God can ring without a room full of talking over everything. So line up your coats, take the hallway, yeah. Let the small sounds have their share. Let me go out here and what I can, the fan, the wind, my name in a stranger's plan. I tested my voice on an old song I knew, the kind my father played when the rent was due. It came out thin like a busted reed, like a bird that's mad it can't be freed. And I laughed just once at the way it sounded, then I worried they'd think I was getting haunted. But I wasn't seeing signs or frames of gold, I was seeing a room that was too thinking, what can they be saying that I haven't said in my own head? What can they be asking for me that I didn't already beg? There's no need to call anybody down. I'm already here, I'm already found. If love is a language, let it be plain. Sit with the silence, don't fight the rain. Leave me the vent and the moving air. Leave me the chair marks, leave me the spare. Leave me the truth without the show. I'm not afraid, I just want it slow. Keep the floorboards kind. Let the air stay still. She's laid out in borrowed lace like Sunday after rain. A Rosepin holding back her hair the way she used to when she sang. They said, keep it moving, there's a service at 2. But time won't take a hint when it's staring at you. My hands smell like green stems and cold metal keys. I keep fixing her collar like it fixes me. And the room is full of breathing I don't wanna hear. So I count every small sound, make it disappear. Steps off, steps off. If there are angels in the hall, don't let your wings hit the walls. Walk softly now, don't turn the latch, don't stir the dust, don't let it catch. She's resting where the world can't reach, where all that arguing can't teach. If she can hear me, let her choose to stay asleep or wake to me. The rose will brown, the day will move, but love won't learn to leave. The preacher talks in careful words like he's trying not to break. Says she's gone like it's a fact that a mouth can simply make. But I knew her in the kitchen laughing with a chips mug. I knew her when she cursed the bills and still called that living enough. Ooh, if I remember late July, heat stuck to her skin. She pressed a rose behind her ear and said, don't make this grim. Now it's the same small flower, only pinned a little wrong. And I'm mad at how a pretty thing can look like it belongs. Step soft, soft, step soft. If there are angels near, don't wait her with your fear. Walk softly now, don't turn the latch, don't stir the dust, don't let it catch. She's resting where the world can't reach, where all that arguing can't teach. If she can hear me, let her choose to stay asleep or wake to me. The rose will brown, the day will move, but love won't learn to leave. They'll carry her out through the front door, past the coat hooks, past the scuffed up floor, and I'll still see her shoes by the bed like she's coming back for them. If there's there's a place where nothing hurts, tell her I'm trying to be brave. If there's a place where voices work, tell her I saved what she gave. Walk softly now, don't turn the latch, don't speak too loud, don't make it crash. She's resting with a rose in place, like a small promise on her face. And if she can hear me, let her choose to stay asleep or wake to me. The rose will fade, so let it fade. She won't fade inside me. Keep the floorboards kind. Let the air stay still. I learned my name in other people's mouths, like it was borrowed, like it had to be allowed. I kept my face angled toward the doorway, waiting for his keys, waiting for the hallway. I told myself if I stay looking now, I won't have to deal with what's in my chest. But love makes a camera of your attention. It shoots whatever moves, it won't rest. Every bus stop stranger, every dog on a leash, every song from a car with the windows cracked. My eyes said yes to everything, and I didn't know how to take it back. I said I became myself, like it happened one time, like a switch in the kitchen, like a clean straight line. But I was already here, under every outfit, under every I'm fine, under every bit. Then I met a mirror in a rented room. He wasn't in it, and I took up all the space I'd given away to him. We used to split one toothbrush cup, his laugh in the sink while the water ran. I practiced being easy to hold, like that was the job of a woman, like that was the plan. I studied his face for weather reports, for signs I could call, for what to do. And I missed whole days of my own life, trying to be someone he could move through. But my gaze is a hungry kind of animal. It learns the root and it pulls at the chain. It loved the salt ring on my coffee mug. It loved the bruise on my thigh from the train. I said I became myself, like it happened one time, like a switch in the kitchen, like a clean straight line. But I was already here, under every outfit, under every I'm fine, under every bit. Then I met a mirror in a rented room. He wasn't in it, and I took up all the space I'd given away to him. No, there's no single person called myself, just a stack of small choices, a slow return, a hand on my own shoulder in the dark, an old day cooling down. And I kept thinking I'd find him in the glass, like proof I was loved, man, proof I was real. But the glass only held my breathing. was enough to feel. I said I became myself, and the words sounded strange. Not a victory speech, just a quiet change. I'm not a ghost in somebody else's story, not a corner you can leave in a hurry. There's a mirror in apartment 3B. He isn't in it, and she is everywhere. I don't need you polite, I need you honest. I've been living like a borrowed place, with my name still taped to the door, keeping up the rent with a smiling face while I'm in the war. You tap the glass, you send your air, you wait outside like you got time. But I've learned how to look prepared while I ride in perfect lines. My best sense talks tough in my ear, says hold the ground, don't let it in. But it's tied to a chair in the back of my head, and it keeps nodding yes like a friend. So don't come gently, come moving, kick the chair, turn the locks if you want me. Stop asking, put your weight on the knots, break what I built to keep you out, if that's what it takes to make room. I can't stand up straight in this costume till you tear it in two. I can feel what I'm pledged to, cold and clean, a steady hand on my spine. It says stay useful, stay unseen, you're safer if you're mine. And I hate it, and I feed it, and I call it love, like a mouth that won't close. But every time you draw near enough, my whole body says no, go. Still I reach for you like a habit, like smoke out a window crack. I want your name in my mouth like medicine, and your grip on the part I lack. So don't come gently, come and moving, kick the chair, turn the locks if you want me. Stop asking, put your weight on the knots, break what I built to keep you out, if that's what it takes to make room. I can't stand up straight in this costume till you tear it in two. I've tried being good on my own, tried being clean, tried being calm, but I'm rented to ruin by default, and I can't pay it off with songs. So sever the deal I signed, and fear cut me loose from that vow. Take my wrist with your steady hand, say you're mine now. Jail that finally makes sense, not punishment, permission. Don't come gently, come and moving, kick the chair, turn the locks if you want me. Stop asking. Museum air set to 40%. School groups pass like weather. I came in for quiet. I left with a past I didn't know was mine. You're posted on a pedestal like a headline. No hands, no apology. And every camera wants a clean story, but you don't pose for me. The guard's tapping a rhythm on his keyring. Somebody laughs too loud. Then I look up and the whole place changes, like I walked into a town. Your face doesn't ask to be understood. It just stayed exactly as it should. And I swear the floor turns into sand under my shoes, under my plans. You don't need arms to pull me out of my day. You don't need a voice to tell me what to say. There's a whole country in the angle of your waist. Marble and gravity holding its place. If beauty's a law, you're how it's enforced. I came here to kill time, now time feels small, of course. I start seeing ships where the exit sign is salt on the painted wall. A boy with the laurel thinks he's immortal till the first spear falls. I hear names like they're street corners. Hector at the gate, Paris acting brave and borrowed glory, while the city holds its breath and waits. Columns rise in my peripheral view, white ribs against an honest blue. And for a second I forget my phone, forget my ride, forget my own. You don't need arms to pull me out of my day. You don't need a voice to tell me what to say. There's a whole country in the angle of your waist. Marble and gravity holding its place. If beauty's a law, you're how it's enforced. I came here to kill time, now time feels small, of course. Who first imagined you? A tired worker at dusk, a poet with dust in his throat, or someone who loved someone and needed proof that it was real, that it happened, that it held. I stand here modern and restless, with a pocket full of minutes to spend, and you keep turning ruin into reverence without moving an inch. Let it last, let it last, before the school bell and the city rush back fast. You don't need arms to pull me out of my day. You don't need a voice to tell me what to say. There's a whole empire in the calm of your face, a stern kind of mercy, a fearless grace. If glory fades, let me stay where it was, right here in the silence where the old world still does. I came here to kill time, now time feels small, because museum air set to 40%. I walk out different than I went in. I write his name on a Tuesday morning between the weather and the train delays. And I try to keep my coffee steady, like the world hadn't tilted sideways. They said he clocked in for Parks and Rec. No headline for that kind of work, just early hours, keys on a lanyard, mud on boots, hands that didn't shirk. And I keep thinking how a person can be taken from the sidewalk, but not from what they set in motion. Somewhere there's a planter by the courts, or a strip of green by a bus stop sign, or something keeps leaning into summer without knowing whose back gave it time. And every time it opens its little mouth to the sun, and every time it turns air into air we can use. It's saying the part we don't say out loud. You were here, you did something true. I walked past the playground after rain, swung chains clinking empty slow, and the city smelled like wet pennies and fresh cut grass in a steady row. A worker in orange lifted a sapling like it was more fragile than it looked, pressed down the soil with careful fingers, then stepped back, checked and took a breath like a promise he couldn't sign. And I keep thinking we don't always get to choose what we leave, but we leave it anyway. Somewhere there's a planter by the courts, or a strip of green by a bus stop sign, where something keeps leaning into summer without knowing whose back gave it time. And every time it opens its little mouth to the sun, and every time it turns air into air we can use. It's saying the part we don't say out loud. You were here, you did something true. Not a statue, not a slogan, not a post that disappears, just roots doing their quiet job through heat waves, through hard years. Small insects finding shelter, a kid touching a leaf and smiling, a couple sitting under branches for 5 minutes of not fighting. And if I listen close to the ordinary, I can hear a plain kind of mercy, how giving shade is still giving, how breathing is still worthy. Somewhere there's a planter by the courts, or a strip of green by a bus stop sign, where something keeps leaning into summer like it refuses to leave us behind. And every time it opens its little mouth to the sun, and every time it makes this heavy city feel loose. It's saying the part we don't say out loud. You were here, you were needed, you did something true. We breathe, we breathe. Hold that, don't say it yet. We left the radio on low like a pilot light in the kitchen, but we didn't sing along. We just watched the sink keep dripping. You traced a ring on the table in the salt somebody spilled. I had a sentence in my mouth, but it tasted cheap and small, so I let it break apart before it hit the air at all. Because once it's spoken, it's already changed. A clean thought turns into something I can't rearrange. After all, when the last note's gone, it doesn't live in the speaker, it lives in what we're sitting on. After all, let the room stay wide. Some things are more honest when we don't push them outside. So don't make my ears carry it, don't make your mind rehearse. Come closer, feel what I mean, without the weight of words. We tried to talk it out last spring on your steps in borrowed daylight. You said I'm fine, I said same, and it landed like a lie did. There are whole storms in a person that won't fit inside a phrase. And every time we name the hurt, we shrink it into something plain, like labeling a photograph and missing why it stays. So if your lips are shaking, let them rest. I can't read the truth in you without the test. After all, when the last note's gone, it doesn't live in the speaker, it lives in what we're sitting on. After all, let the room stay wide. Some things are more honest when we don't push them outside. So don't make my ears carry it, don't make your mind rehearse. Come closer, feel what I mean, without the weight of words. Put your palm on my shoulder like you're checking if I'm real. I'll answer with my breathing, with the way I don't pull away. No speeches, no winning, no careful little lines. Just two people listening to what they can't untie. And if the silence scares you, I'll stay through all of it. 'Cause silence isn't empty, it's where the truth can sit. After all, when the song is done, what mattered wasn't singing, it was who we were becoming. After all, when the mouth has stirred, only some of what we're thinking ever makes it into words. So don't make my ears carry it, don't make your mind rehearse. Let us lean into our meaning and know the whole of each. Stay. No need to say it. You asked me where the Ambient lives. I watch your fingers shake around the cup, like the room might tilt and spill the years if you set it down too rough. There's a door in every ordinary day, hidden in the steam above the sink. map they never print. You don't look up, you blink. The ones who only study moonlit air miss what morning teaches on your skin. So breathe me in like medicine. Let life be where you begin. Death isn't a stranger at the gate. It's a ceremony changing names. The river doesn't argue with the sea. It just becomes what it became. And if your knees are trembling, let them. That's the body learning how to bow. There's a crown in the quiet waiting. Don't call it fear, call it now. Shepherd on a hillside road. Hands are off from counting every lamb. He heard the hoofbeats of a king and forgot the strength he had. He said, I'm shaking, am I brave? I said, you're human, that's the truth. Even joy arrives like weather does, with thunder in the roots. One day you'll stand with nothing on but wind to write your story down, and warmth will take your weight away, like sun dissolving sound. Death isn't a stranger at the gate. It's a ceremony changing names. Doesn't argue with the sea. It just becomes what it became. And if your knees are trembling, let them. That's the body learning how to bow. There's a crown in the quiet waiting. Don't call it fear, call it now. When you drink from the river stillness, you'll finally sing without a throat. When you reach the highest ledge of your life, you'll feel the poles that climb again. Now it's slowed, and what is dying? But letting breath unhook its anchor from the ribs, restless tide, it rises wider than your worry. It finds the holy without being carried. I'll meet you where the cedars lean, and the town is small behind the rain. We'll lay down all iron chains and stop pretending we can share. If earth comes asking for your bones, let it have what it can hold. You're moving ways you never learned, a dancer made of gold. Death isn't a stranger at the gate. It's a ceremony changing names. The river doesn't argue with the sea. It just becomes what it became. So if your knees are trembling, bless them. But that's the body learning how to bow. There's a keep still like a held breath. Breathe out like the ground is listening. The ones I buried move in my ribcage, not ghosts, just waiting weather. Some mornings the whole room thickens and time drags its belly over brick. A small blue nudent chisel on the patio, and the old cat can't be bothered. Even hunger has its limits. Then the yard splits open in my head, roots lifting like a hand to trip me. I don't fall all at once, I just start walking careful. Look, I'm trying to keep what I can't hold. Fire in the blood and fear of it. Sickness in the news and fear of it. Death on the tongue and fear of it. I name it, I pace it like naming makes it smaller. Look, I'm here, I'm still here, learning how to stand inside a day. Drive past the industrial up by the river. Abandoned freight cars on rusted rails. Doors thrown wide like someone left in a hurry. I slow down at the crossing and stare through the empty frames to fields cut short, bristled and pale like a man who shaved too fast. And I'll post up on a fence line while the afternoon tilts toward quitting. The creek keeps going without asking. A spotted horse shifts its weight, flies orbiting its patience. And I'm scared, not of losing them all at once, but of one day not noticing. If I could do one thing right, just one ordinary thing, fill the hours without bruising them, without reaching for the exit. Look, I'm trying to keep what I can't hold. Fire in the blood and fear of it. Sickness in the news and fear of it. Death on the tongue and fear of it. I name it, I pace it like naming makes it smaller. Look, I'm here, I'm still here, learning how to stand inside a day. I want the world the way it is when nobody's performing. Kitchen light on a dirty mug, a key turning slow in a lock. My own hands clumsy and honest, not knowing the rules of this place I walked into without directions. Somewhere there's something so clean it hurts. I chase it and trip over my feet. Maybe it isn't meant to be caught. Maybe it's meant to pull me forward. One careful step, one breath, one more. Look, I'm trying to keep what I can't hold. Fire in the blood and fear of it. Sickness in the news and fear of it. Death on the tongue and fear of it. But love is in the small things, stubborn, the creek, the fence post, the open doors. Look, I'm here, I'm still here, learning how to stand inside a day. Don't rush me. Still learning, breathing. I'm here. I'm here. I'm posted up in a bar that doesn't ask my name. 52nd where the jukebox covers up the shame. The TV mutters headlines like a prayer nobody keeps, and the room pretends we're steady while the floorboards learn to weep. Outside, the city's polished glass and iron in the rain. Inside, we trade in small talk like it's medicine for pain. I watch my hands around a glass like I'm holding something true, while everybody's acting normal in the panic that we brew. Something in the air says don't look down, don't look back. Like if we keep the lights on, we can keep the world intact. If you don't love me, you can still be kind. If you can't be kind, just don't be cruel this time. 'Cause hunger writes the rules and it doesn't care who's right. We're stitched into each other whether we admit it or we fight. Hold on to me, no flag, no anthem, no disguise. It's either learn to love each other or we don't survive. They'll tell you history's election names and dates and measured tones, but I've seen what gets repeated in the bones of borrowed homes. A kid grows up on sirens, learns to flinch before the blow, then calls it being strong when they don't feel anymore. Some scholar in a library can trace the crooked line from old reformist fury to the current to tonight. But I don't need a footnote for the bruise we pass along when the ones who've been unmade decide to make the others wrong. And the men on screen speak slowly like their words are made of stone, selling fear as if it's safety, saying we're fine like they're alone. If you don't love me, you can still be kind. If you can't be kind, just don't be cruel this time. 'Cause hunger writes the rules and it doesn't care who's right. We're stitched into each other whether we admit it or we fight. Hold on to me, no flag, no anthem, no disguise. It's either learn to love each other or we don't survive. Morning will fill the trains with vows said under breath. I'll call my mother back, I'll do my job, I'll choose better. Governors play their practice games in rooms that smell like stale regret, and every necessary lie gets filed and paid and lettered. I'm not a savior, I'm not brave, I'm just awake enough to see how easy it is to trade a person for an enemy. So I'm saying it plain with a tired mouth with shaking hands. There isn't some cleanness that stands above the rest of this. There is no one who exists alone. No one who exists alone. If you don't love me, you can still be kind. If you can't be kind, just don't be cruel this time. 'Cause anger makes a home in us, then asks us for the keys. But somewhere people answer back with quiet decency. Hold on to me, no flag, no anthem, no disguise. I wanna be one steady thing in a world that sterilizes. So let me be a small insisting yes when everything denies. It's either learn to love each other or we don't survive. In bars like this, in buses, in apartments, in the lines, we pass our little signals. I'm still yours, you're still mine. I learned to stand still while the room ran wild. When the group chat's on fire and your name's the match. When they point at your calm like it's something to catch. Keep your shoulders low, keep your voice in tune. Let them spin their stories, don't hand them a spoon. When you're sure of your step but you still leave space for the fear in their eyes and the cracks in their faith. Hold your time like a stone in the warmth of your hands, not rushing to prove what they don't understand. Wait it out, don't ride in the waiting. Let the light pass through without taking. Don't become what you're fighting. Don't turn mean just to feel like you're winning. If you can keep your balance when the floor shifts fast, let the cheers and the fallout roll off your back. Run the whole unforgiving minute clean. 60 seconds of true in between. If you can take the hit and stay kind, you can have this world without losing your mind. I watched you build a life from a half-paid job, from a kitchen table and a borrowed laptop. Then somebody took what you made and called it their own, and you swallowed the urge to go throw your stones. You heard your own words coming back bent wrong, said as a trap in a stranger's song. Still you didn't shout, didn't start a war, just gathered the pieces and made something more. Think it through, don't live in the thinking. Want it bad, don't turn into wanting. Keep a hand on the wheel, keep your eyes on the road that you're building. If you can keep your balance when the floor shifts fast, let the cheers and the fallout roll off your back. Run the whole unforgiving minute clean. 60 seconds of true in between. If you can take the hit and stay kind, oh, you can have this world without losing your mind. Put it all on one moment, watch it fall through. Feel the gut drop, silence when the luck won't come through. Start again on the same old street. No speech, no blame, just your bare feet. When your body says done, when your hands start to shake, and the only thing left is a choice you can make. Tell your lungs, tell your legs, tell your bones, not yet. Hold on like a promise you refuse to forget. Talk with the crowd, don't borrow their poison. Sit with the powerful, keep your voice human. Let love not own you, let hate not move you. Let everybody matter, none of them rule you. If you can keep your balance when the floor shifts fast, let the cheers and the fallout roll off your back. Run the whole unforgiving minute clean. 60 seconds of true in between. If you can lose it all and begin, and not let the loss decide who you've been, then the street, the sky, the dust in your hands, it's yours to live through, and still you stay. Stay soft, stay soft, stay, stay. Hold on, stay soft, hold on, stay soft, hold on, hold on. They filed you under fine, stamped the page, drew a line. was typed in clean black ink. No spelling errors, no loose ends. A tidy number in a quiet row, where everyone begins and ends. Clocking at 6, steel-toe feet. Lunch break under buzzing lights. You learn the rules like hymns you'd keep. Said I'm good on automatic nights. No complaints on record, nothing loud. No broken glass, no public scene. Just a man who kept his shoulders down and kept the machine running clean. Union card in the wallet fold. Dues paid up, you didn't miss. Friday beer with the usual jokes, the kind that don't confess. They say you fit, they say you pass. They say you live the way you're asked. A steady pulse, a quiet yes. A life approved by check and press. But if you were choking on all that fine, would anyone have read the signs? You bought the paper every day, left it open on the kitchen chair, nodded at the ads that promised more, like wanting was a kind of prayer. Payment plans, a bigger screen, a car that started in the cold, a fridge that hummed through summer heat, like comfort could be bought and sold. Insurance forms with boxes filled, your signature the same each year. One hospital stay, you came back cured, and no one asked what brought you there. Opinion polls, you chose the middle, kept it safe, kept it kind. And the calendar said fear, you feared. When it said fight, you signed. They say you fit, they say you pass. They say you live the way you're asked. A steady pulse, a quiet yes. A life approved by check and press. But if you were choking on all that fine, would anyone have read the signs? Marble doesn't mention what you wanted at 3 a.m. It doesn't list the calls you didn't make, or who you might have been. 5 kids in the hallway frame, school notes tucked in a drawer. You never questioned the lesson plan. You were tired, you wanted war no more. And maybe you were gentle, maybe you were brave in ways no chart can show. Maybe you were lonely in a crowded room and trained too well to let it show. Was he free? Was he happy? They laugh like it's a math mistake. If something was wrong, they tell themselves, we'd see it in the paperwork. They say you fit, they say you pass. They say you live the way you're asked. A steady pulse, a quiet yes. A life approved by check and press. But I'm standing here by your carved out name, and I can't call silence safe. So if you were choking on all that fine, I'm sorry, no one read the signs. Filed you under fine, stamped the page, drew a line. Mama's curling iron hissing in the bathroom. Somebody praying loud like it's a fight. Been awake since the sirens quit, since the phone call cut the air in two. I keep hearing the same small sentence, like a child would do. Dress on the bed like a dare, wrinkles I can't iron out, hair color bleeding in the sink, trying to look like I'm not falling down. My brother's knocking, you okay? I say yeah, like I mean it, but my knees keep making promises my body can't keep. They say get up, we're running late, like time won't notice what it did. And I'm still asking God in a whisper why he took my dad from me. I'm not even at the funeral, I'm stuck on the floor of my own house. Makeup cake like a mask I can't take off, mouth full of his name, no sound. They'll file past the open casket, say the right words, fold their hands, but I'm not even at the funeral. I'm somewhere I can't stand. Auntie in the mirror rehearsing her strong woman face for the crowd, steam rising off her pressed black dress like she's burning out. She keeps saying he loved me best, saying it's sharp like proof. Grief turns people into performers when the room needs truth. Cousins in the hallway filming like it's news they can't replay, and mama's voice goes cold and clean. Joey leave and then she stays. She freezes at the door frame, like her mind slipped out the back. Then she remembers all at once, no coming home from that. I'm not even at the funeral, I'm stuck on the floor of my own house. Makeup cake like a mask I can't take off, mouth full of his name, no sound. They'll file past the open casket, say the right words, fold their hands, but I'm not even at the funeral. I'm somewhere I can't stand. Somebody tries to lift me up, their hands smell like cologne and fear. I hear leave her, we gotta go, like love is measured by appearing. Down the street, the church bells start, and I can't move when they do. If grief is a room with locked doors, I keep picking the one that leads to you. I'm not even at the funeral, I'm stuck on the floor of my own house. All this powder on the pews won't help when I can't breathe it out. Let them argue over who loved you, let them call it closure plans, but I'm not even at the funeral. I'm learning how to stand. God, why daddy gone? Mother turns the hallway down to a hush, and the ceiling learns to float. 3 small stowaways in a worn-out shoe slides off the edge of the bed. Floorboards fade into a silver blue, pillow waves ahead. The moon leans in like, where you headed, kids? What are you out to find? We say just something bright that lives where the clean air shines. We brought our threads of gold and tin. Watch us pull the sky in, and the room spins slow like a record on low, while the curtains breathe in time. So we cast in the milky drift above the street, laughing soft so we don't wake the house with our hands full of sinking sleep. If you look, you can see them three little sparks that go winking, blinking, not in a house shoe boat. The wind comes through the cracked window frame like it knows our names, pushes us past the chimney tops, past the radio's faint flame. The little stars play hard to catch, they slip between our fingers, but every time the net comes back, a new warm shimmer lingers, and the moon is humming off-key sweet like it's proud of us for leaving. No fear, no weight, just the pull of weight, and the world below recline. So we cast in the milky drift above the street, laughing soft so we don't wake the house with our hands full of sinking sleep. If you look, you can see them three little sparks that go winking, blinking, not in a house shoe boat. And it's not some magic trick, it's a simple way a child can go anywhere the grown-ups missed, on a breath, on a song, on a slow hello. Two little eyes keeping watch, one little head learning yes. Mother's voice like a porch light left on when the world gets big and sharp. By morning the shoe comes tipping down, back into blankets and skin. The fishing nets are folded up where the ribs begin. Some will say it was just a story, just a tired mind on the run. But I've seen that sea when the house gets quiet and the street lights come undone. And I know the three that sailed out far, they're closer than your own arms. So you cast when the day won't let you breathe. Close your eyes, let the mattress move like a small kind sea. If you look, you can see them three little sparks that go winking, blinking, not in a house shoe boat. Mother turns the hallway down to a hush, and the ceiling learns to float. I was half running down 7th, cold open, hair catching sleep. Street lights blinking like bad reception, my shoes biting through the slush and grit. You said it's hail like it's nothing, but hail comes straight for your skull. So I tucked my head, laughed without meaning, kept moving because I said I would. Preacher on the corner, paper cups shaking, a bus size, a siren pulls a thread. Traffic stalling like it's stubborn, like the whole city forgot how to breathe. and I'm late and I'm stupid with wanting to show up clean and on time. Like I could be a person who has it together if I just make it to you alive. Then the headline hits the glass of the newsstand, black letters, blunt as a bruise. Lana Turner has collapsed, and I don't even know her, but my throat closes anyway. Because if she can fall in the middle of everything, what chance do the rest of us have? I'm standing in wet wool, reading disaster like it's a message meant for me. Lana, get up, please get up. We need someone to prove you can. There's no snow where the palms lean over driveways, no dirty puddles under a studio gate. Somewhere they're pouring drinks in clean rooms, making jokes that land exactly right. And here, my mascara's a small kind of ruin in a city that loves a scene. I've been at parties where I said the wrong thing and laughed too loud and stayed too late. I've danced on somebody's kitchen tile like it was a stage I deserved. I've kissed strangers for the story, woke up with glitter in my shirt. I've acted perfectly disgraceful like it's a sport, like it's a job. But I never actually collapsed. I always held on, I always got up. So why does your name in a box of ink make my hands shake on the train? Lana Turner has collapsed, and I don't even know her, but my throat closes anyway. Because if she can fall in the middle of everything, what chance do the rest of us have? I'm standing in wet wool, reading disaster like it's a message meant for me. Lana, get up, please get up. We need someone to prove you can. Maybe it's not about Hollywood, maybe it's the way we keep performing, smiling through weather that hurts, pretending it's just a little bit. Maybe I'm scared of the moment my legs decide they're done, and the world keeps moving past me on polished shoes, on green lights, on luck. I imagine you under some clean warm sky, waiting, checking your phone. I imagine me arriving, soaked and shaking, trying to make a joke out of my fear. If you take my face in your hands, I might finally feel the ground, or I might go down like a headline and let the day be louder than me. Lana Turner has collapsed. Say it again, it sounds like thunder. Not in the clouds, but in the chest, like a warning and a prayer in one breath. So I'm asking it plain, I'm asking it sober. Lana, get up. And if you can, teach the rest of us how to stand back up. Rain turning to snow on my eyelashes, traffic crawling like a tired animal. I keep your name in my mouth like medicine, and walk and walk and walk.
Tickets out, eyes up. Keep your hands where the armrests can see 'em. Welcome in, it's a special feature from a box that's been under the counter for years. Frames all scratched like a bad confession. No sponsor logos, no credits, no cheers. House rules posted in tiny letters. Chew it fast or hide it under your seat. Leave the greasy bags by the doorway like you never needed to eat. Doors latch quiet like they mean it. Program says enjoy the show. Then the print gets blunt and simple. There's nowhere to go. expect a brave speech or a human voice to tell you what it meant. We swapped the dialogue for the real stuff. Pig squeal, feedback, and muzzle flash percussion. A slogan sound like a door that won't open. A hard little click where the candy used to fall. Like the building's hungry and broke at the same time. Like you're watching yourself from the back of the hall. No guards to pay off with a smile. No bathroom window trick. Just the projector breathing and that mechanical tick. No exits, don't look, they aren't there. No hallway, no back door here. If you're waiting on a rescue scene, you're gonna wait past the final screen. No exits, just rows and rows, and a reel that only knows how to roll straight through until it lands on you. Turn your phone face down, don't make it a witness. Tell the operator you saw his union badge. Ask him if he ever gets tired of pressing play on the same old damage. Sit forward, not because it's polite, because it's coming for your name. The grainy family footage, that hand-me-down fear that this is how it is, you year after year. And if there's an ending, it won't come from the screen. It'll come from your hands, shaking the seed loose. No exits, still here we are, learning what the rules are. They can lock the doors, kill the sound, but they can't decide how you calm down. No exits, so make it true. If the last cut is up to you, lean in, don't flinch. Write your own finish. The doors remain closed. Thank you for attending. Please take your inheritance on the way out.
I stood before the broken thing. No face, no crown, no reckoning. Just stone and curve and ancient breath. A body carved from life and death. The shoulders fall like waterfalls. Something glows behind the walls, like a lamp turned almost low, still burning with a buried glow. And I felt it move through me like a current, like a key, unlocking something I denied, a wildness I had learned to hide. From every border of itself, it burst like a star. No corner left untouched, unseen. No matter where you are, you cannot stand before this truth and walk away the same. Every edge of you is watching. You must change. torso too, I think. Headless at the edge and brink, glowing where no one could see, fractured into what I'd be. And all the things I never said lived in the curve, lived in the thread of muscle, marrow, buried fire, a procreation of desire. And I felt it move through me like a verdict, like a plea from something older than my name, whispering I'd never be the same. From every part of itself, it bursts like a star. No corner left untouched, unseen. No matter where you are, you cannot stand before this truth and walk away the same. Every edge of you is washed and you must change. You must change. You must change. There is no place upon this earth that does not hold a quiet gaze. The stone sees through the centuries, the fur still catches light and glitters. I try to keep myself intact, to leave unmoved, to just observe. For beauty doesn't ask permission, it takes exactly what you deserve. You must change your life. You must change your life. Not because you're broken, but because you're brave. You must change your I found you in a quiet room where the guards don't look up, and the air tastes like old coins and clean floors. You don't move, you don't blink, but I swear you're busy keeping storms behind your ribs. I step closer than I should, like I'm trying on a life. Press my palm to the cold divide, and your gaze does that thing, pulls me forward like gravity with good manners. Your lashes, long brown grasses, I wanna get lost in them, small enough to crawl through without breaking a single blade. Let me slip past the glass, let me fall where you're looking into those green-brown pools you keep so still. If I go under, don't rescue me, just hold that half smile steady while I sink down, 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 until my name isn't real. I imagine the water there is warm, but It's probably cold, the kind that makes you forget your own hands. I'd swim through it without a sound, like a thought you never say out loud, like smoke from a match you already shook out. And if I'm only something small, a bright air pocket, a quick mistake of surface, then let me be that, let me break and be done. Or maybe I'm a ring in the water, running wider, wider, till it hits the edge of you and quits. Let me slip past the glass, let me fall where you're looking, into those green-brown pools you keep so still. If I go under, don't rescue me, just hold that half smile steady while I sink down, 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 until my name isn't real. Would I be anything more than a bubble turn into nothing? Would I leave any proof besides a slow widening circle that stops at the frame? And later when the room empties out, would my bones be the only pale thing rocking back and forth, where your silence keeps its depth? Still, let me slip past the glass, let me fall where you're looking, into those green-brown pools you keep so still. If I go under, don't rescue me, just hold that half smile steady while I sink down, 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 and the world goes thin. I swear I heard it again. A ship out there calling like it knows my name. A voice from the deck cut the salt air clean, like it had paperwork on me, like it had receipts. I was fruit left out, sweet turned sharp on the counter, a gold trinket dull from too many moves. It said listen different, so I did, and I caught two crows talking over each other like they were both right. The new tongue whistled through my life, off key, no map, no lesson plan. I let it scream in the weeds behind the house, let it go feral. Now it comes back fast, small and straight as a dare. I've been stayed, don't come looking for me. Stayed by a blank spot in my head. Stayed by a sudden body rule. Stayed by a mother bird with her mouth full, feeding me until I'm quiet. Is there a hunger as wide as mine? I keep taking it in, I keep taking it in. Hit my 30th spin around the sun, and I want simple things that don't apologize. Sticky melon on my fingers, dirt under my nails, the flat of a spade pressed into my back like a hand saying keep going. I wanna stop baiting the braid of duty, stop making promises that itch. I took too long to learn what the call was asking, too long the window open. I've been stayed, don't come looking for me. Stayed by a blank spot in my head. Stayed by a sudden body rule. Stayed by a mother bird with her mouth full, feeding me until I'm quiet. Is there a hunger as wide as mine? I keep taking it in, I keep taking it in. For reasons I can't make sound smart. For reasons that look like nothing from the street. I regret to inform you, yeah, formal like that. I'm leaving, not tonight, not in flames. Just slipping my key under the mat of the life that kept assigning me. No more gears, no more little pills of should. No more calendars that bite. I've been stayed, but I'm not stuck. I'm learning the difference. Stayed by a tender kind of amnesia. Stayed by the urgent truth of my own skin. Stayed by the mouth of the world saying eat. Is there a hunger as wide as mine? Watch me turn it into vows. Watch me turn it into vows. Watch me turn it into vows. What I love is a heaven that argues with me, and I'm going back anyway. Faithful like a wife, not because I'm fooled, because I chose it. I've been sleeping on a borrowed couch with my boots still on, just in case. Bus pass bent like an old postcard from a county I can't place. And when the morning hits the window, I taste that paper mill air. But my mind keeps cutting sideways to the trees back there, where the wind comes easy through the tall green run. And the fog lifts off the low ground like it got scared of the sun. Sweet Timberland, call my name in sap and smoke. I'm tired of living like a match that never broke. Fragrant water, let me kneel down on the bank. I've been carrying my thirst around like a tank. In that broke down house past the bend in the road, still got a porch that remembers my weight, I'm told. So why am I out here running on fumes again? A wild bird in the crosswind, screaming at the end. Uncle James split logs for a living, hands like rope, back like a gate. He said, boy, you can leave this place, but you can't leave what it made. I watched the strong man in the heat make the day give up its grain. Axe talking in a steady rhythm like a work song with no refrain. And the creek kept moving like it knew the way, past deer prints in the mud in a rusted Chevrolet. Sweet Timberland, call my name in sap and smoke. I'm tired of living like a match that never broke. Fragrant water, let me kneel down on the bank. I've been carrying my thirst around like a tank. In that broke down house past the bend in the road, still got a porch that remembers my crosswind, screaming at the end. I tried city prayers under street lamp bugs, tried new skin, a new zip code, but the quiet in my chest don't budge. It just turns to gravel on the road. If I come back, I won't come pretty. No big speech, no victory, just me and a small apology for leaving without saying what I needed. Oh, broken house, you've been holding your breath. Ooh, silent tree, you still got my mess. Sweet Timberland, I'm coming in dust and denim. Not the kid I was, but I'm still in 'em. Fragrant water, let me wash these hands clean. Let the old days sting and then turn me. Then that broke down house, if it falls, let it fall. I'll stand in the doorway, I'll answer the call. No more out here running on fumes again. I'm done being that wild bird, screaming at the end. I used to know what to do with sorrow. Fold it up like laundry, stack it in a drawer. Bandage it with late night radio and the quiet clink of keys by the door. Now I'm standing in the kitchen doorway, holding nothing but my open hands. 'Cause joy won't sit still long enough to name it or make it understand. Sadness had a gravity, something I could drag home, but this is helium in my ribs, and I don't own it. I don't know what to do with this much good. It won't stay where I put it. It climbs the eaves, it skips my street and sings on somebody else's gutter. If it grows, if it comes, I'm still okay. I don't chase it, I don't cuff it. There's no room in me to hold it all, so it spills into whatever I'm touching. I lived once in a crooked treehouse where the board spoke back when the wind got brave. Now I'm over a quarry of engines, concrete breath and a restless day. And still there's a sweetness in the drywall, in the coffee gone warm on the sill, in the peaches bruised at the market. It tastes like forgiveness anyway. Even this floor that needs a sweeping, even these sheets with their hard lip stains, even the scratched up final spinning, everything keeps saying my name. I don't know what to do with this much wood. It won't stay where I put it. It climbs the eaves, it skips my street and sings on somebody else's gutter. If it goes, if it comes, I'm still okay. I don't chase it, I don't cuff it. There's no room in me to hold it all, so it spills into whatever I'm touching. Maybe joy is just a lizard like summer rain. So I lift my hands like surrender, not holy, not innocent, just true. I take no credit for the wonder, the way the sky holds the I don't bargain, I don't suffer. There's no place in me to hold it all, so it flows into whatever I'm loving. After dinner they zip me up like leftovers you don't want to smell. I learned the rules at a plastic table where the jokes were sharp and the prayers were cheap, and my name could turn to trouble if I breathed too loud or asked to leave. Tablecloth tasting like sugar paper, foil wrap promises on my tongue. Everybody's saying eat me high, eat like hunger is how love gets done. Don't read the words on the table, they're printed to look like bread. I keep one eye on the doorway, I'm scared they'll take my plate instead. They said gold goes down easy, so I practice swallowing my note. If God can be eaten, then what can when you're a kid at home? I learned to smile with my jaw locked, learned to chew what I couldn't say. Some families pass down recipes, mine passed down what to put away. The men I grew up around wrapped white rice in tortillas like hush money, laughed with their mouths full like the whole world owed them something. Sometimes the stars felt close enough to leave notes on the windshield. Other nights the ceiling rolled back. Keep quiet, keep still. When my parents fought about rent, my arms went numb, my legs came back. I'd float above the kitchen tile, then crash into my own back. They said gold goes down easy, so I practice swallowing my no. If God can be eaten, then what can when you're a kid at home? I learned to smile with my jaw locked, learned to chew what I couldn't say. Some families pass down recipes, mine passed down what to put away. My father would climb out of my body at midnight. Like a thief using my ribs for a ladder, he'd go hunting for a chain, something bright enough to pawn at Don Roberto's to buy us another week of pretending. Mom kept lists taped to the fridge. Sweet mop, don't talk back. Me and my brother learned chores the way other kids learn songs. Across the room a look could say, assume the position. So we got good at disappearing while standing in plain sight. Teenage parents in a rented life, calling us burdens with baby faces, like we crashed their party and spilled soda on their future. At my cousin's wedding, birria steam, red rice, potato salad, loud band bleeding through the walls. Every honesty. I try to stop putting certain things inside me, but my hands don't listen to me. They said gold goes down easy, so I practice swallowing my no. If fathers can be eaten, then what can when you're a kid at home? I learned to smile with my jaw locked, learned to chew what I couldn't say. Some families pass down recipes, mine pass down what to put away. For a long time I thought this is how girls get raised, thrown into a room with the lights off to negotiate with their thoughts. He said the vein inside broke, I wrote it down like homework. Fairy tales for the file, proof that it happened without saying its name. At some point a pattern shows up. At some point it makes sense. But tonight, I'm still at the table, counting my bites. I used to think the whole world fit between the porch steps and the orchard fence. I was barefoot royalty under apple boughs, sticky hands, green knees, laughing at nothing. Barn doors breathing out warm dust, swallows stitching circles over hay. And the creek kept time on its own while the house held still like it knew my name. I ran past wagons, past the barley rows, past the dog that never bit, past the gate that never latched. The day was wide and simple, and I believed it would stay. The sun only does that once, makes everything feel chosen, like you can't lose a thing if you don't look away. Time, you were kind with your open hands. You let me be green, you let me be loud. You let my small voice fill up the rafters like it could hold the whole farm down. But you were taking notes in the tall grass while I was counting clouds. Time, you dressed me in summer and taught me how to come undone. Evening came slow as a hymn from the road. Mason jars on the steps, catching bugs for lanterns. Owls in the far trees, moving like quiet thoughts. Horses sparking out of sight when they turn. I'd fall asleep mid-story with the window open to the fields. And morning clean as cold well water. The farm walks back in wearing dew. Rooster on the fence like a guard on duty. Everything shining without trying, like the first day had just happened again. And I didn't know what later meant, when the whole sky kept its promise. I only knew the rush of being where I was. Time, you were kind with your open hands. You let me be green, you let me be loud. You let my small voice fill up the rafters like it could hold the whole farm down. But you were taking notes in the tall grass while I was counting clouds. Time, you dressed me in summer and taught me how to come undone. the ladder to the loft, and I swear I hear the old place breathe, but it's not calling me back, it's just saying what it is. And I wanna forgive the way it goes, how the beautiful things don't stay, how the child in me kept running even as the years took aim. Time, you were kind with your open hands. You let me be green, you let me be loud. You let my small voice fill up the rafters, even when the rafters came down. And I sing it soft like a promise, with salt in my mouth. Time, you held me for a minute, and I loved you like I had none. Apple-Bough crown, borrowed years. I was young enough to think that was the same thing. Leave your collar open, I can't look away. Why'd you fix your hair like that, like you're headed somewhere holy? Black curls pinned with careless skill, like you've never needed anyone to hold you. You stand there letting everything show, like trouble doesn't come with a face. And I'm trying not to be the kind of girl who confuses poison for taste. So do me a favor, lower those eyes a little. I'm not built for mercy, and you're not built for subtle. Don't aim that sweetness at me, don't make it feel like fate. Your mouth says come closer, and my body takes the bait. I know how this ends, and I still step in like I've never learned my place. One touch, one look, and I'm already half erased. Hide those bright, steady eyes, they undo me with their patience. Don't watch me start to shake like it's something you can take as payment. And keep those lips to yourself, don't let that warm breath land. The taste turns into a habit, and a habit turns into a man. Say less, pretty boy, your stare is all the talking. One arrow is enough, and you've got a full set cocked in. Don't aim that sweetness at me, don't make it feel like fate. Your mouth says come closer, and my body takes the bait. I know how this ends, and I still step in like I've never learned my place. One touch, one look, and I'm already half erased. I've seen the way you switch your guards when the weather flips on you. I'd watch you swear forever like you've got nothing to lose. And I was the girl who called it love when it was just a current in the skin. Now I keep a small record on my wall of what it costs to let you in. Stop the sighs, they're not innocent. Stop your hand, I feel the heat before you mean it. I can't control what catches, I can't pretend I'm strong. You strike so fast, I'm burning Leave your collar open, I can look away.
If I keep the latch loose, there's a crooked old oak by the chain link fence. Got one terraced branch that never learned to bend. I let a little green thing hang on through the freeze, like, yeah, take your space, do what you need. And the sparrows treat my yard like it's public ground. Drop in, raise hell, then fly back out of town. I don't own the sky, I don't charge for air. I just leave the gate unhooked and the water there. And it ain't a sermon, it's a habit I chose. Small yeses I can't afford. Let it be written in the chalk on my steps. I kept a place open. If mercy comes limping, I don't make it beg. I don't ask for a token. If I'm ever called up, if they read my name, I'll stand on what I've done. I'll say check the porch light. Every time it was late, I left it on for someone. I'm up with one ear and a tired looking jaw. Showed up like he'd fired every human boss. Wouldn't meet my eyes, just hovered by the bin. So I sat on the concrete, let him decide to come in. Now he sleeps like a stone on the laundry room rug, like the world finally quit trying to shove him. And the kid from next door, new shoes too cool to wave, looked at me like, you got a hoop, you got a game. I said I got a ball and a driveway slope. Pick a team, me and the dog can cope. Some days it's nothing, some days it's the whole thing, holding a person together. Let it be written in the chalk on my steps. I kept the place open. If mercy comes limping, I don't make it beg. I don't ask for a token. If I'm ever called up, if they read my name, I'll stand on what I've done. I'll say check the porch light. Every time it was late, I left it on for someone. My friend tried to pay me back with thanks too big, like I'd moved a mountain, like I'd saved their skin. I said don't turn it into a statue, please. It was 10 minutes and a set of keys. Even the man on the corner who can't stand my face told somebody I'm straight, that I don't play fake. And a stranger one winter with shaking hands, knocked once, then waited like he'd understand. So I made the soup and I found an old coat, and I listened long enough for him to breathe, then spoke. And my love at home, no fireworks show, just two worn people who learned how to grow, not body to body like a claim or a brand, more like two steady palms, more like I understand. Let it be written in the chalk on my steps. I kept a place open. If mercy comes limping, I don't make it beg. I don't ask for a token. If I'm ever called up and the room goes still and the book comes down with a thud, I'll say I live my days with my door on a hinge. Now tell me that's not enough. Go on, ask me about my porch. I lean on the fire escape, phone face down in my palm. Above the city, the sky keeps its distance. Cold and calm, those points of burn don't know my name, don't check if I'm okay. And honestly, that kind of blankness feels clean today. I've learned down here the hardest thing isn't being mad, it's when you're standing right beside me, acting like I'm just there, like love is a service I should quietly provide, while you keep your hands in your pockets and let it slide. So tell me, would it be mercy or punishment if you look back at me with the same extent? If you wanted me in a way I can't give, will you still call that something I should live? If we can't meet in the middle, I'll take the extra mile. I'll be the one who checks the locks, who stays a little while. If equal is a door that won't open, then let it be. Let the more loving one be me. I used to think I was devoted to the distant things, to rooftop stars and stranger songs and other disappearings. But when I see them, I can't pretend I spend my whole day torn, missing one particular flicker, like it was ever sworn. And you're not a constellation, you're a person with a key. You can choose to turn toward me or let the silence speak. Still I keep setting out 2 cups like it's nothing to confess, like wanting isn't wanting if I never ask for less. I don't need fireworks, I don't need proof, just a little weight beside me under the same roof. But if your love is something you can send, I'll stop waiting for it to bend. If we can't meet in the middle, I'll take the extra mile. I'll be the one who holds the thread, who doesn't make it vow. If equal is a door that won't open, then let it be. Let the more loving one be me. And if one day the sky goes blank, no map, no spark, no sign, I'll learn that empty can be holy in its own hard kind. I'll stand there with my hands unclenched and let my eyes adjust, let the world be what it is. Nah, but a demand from us, it might take time. It might take time. If we can't meet in the middle, I'll take the extra mile, not as a bargain for your mercy, just my way to live a while. And when I finally let you go, I'll still believe love doesn't lose because it leaves. I'll still believe. The scoreboard bled 4-2 in the cheap July heat. Bottom of the ninth, dust sticking to bare feet. to quick outs like doors that slam in a hallway. And folks started drifting toward their cars like it was already done. I stayed on the splinter bleachers, knuckles white on my soda cup, because hope is a bad habit and Mudville never quits it up. They said just get us to Casey, like saying a prayer you learned as a kid. Like the world can be fixed by one clean swing of the right kind of myth. But heroes are just people with a crowd on their back, and the air gets heavy when you ask for a miracle on demand. So we held our breath till it hurt, and we called his name like a chant, like it could change the map. Yeah, we called his name like it could change the map. Flynn came up first, always late, always underestimated. Smacked a single up the line and suddenly nobody was seated. Then Jimmy Blake, sweet swing, ugly reputation, ripped one hard to the gap, made the outfield look small. Flynn slid into third with his jersey torn at the shoulder. Blake stood on second like he just turned water into something colder. And the whole place woke up, 5,000 lungs in one throat, wooden wire and cheap tin stands shaking like they might float. But heroes are just people with a crowd on their back, and the air gets heavy when you ask for a miracle on demand. So we held our breath till it hurt, and we called his name like a chant, like it could change the map. Yeah, we called his name like it could change the map. Casey walked in slow, like time was his to spend. Tapped the plate twice, smiled like he already knew the end. He tipped his cap, half joke, half warning, and the pitcher looked away like he didn't want to blink. Casey rubbed dirt in his palms, wiped them on his shirt, like all that noise out there couldn't reach him, couldn't hurt. First pitch cut the zone like it had somewhere else to be. He watched it pass, too proud, too calm, too sure of what he'd see. Called strike one and the crowd turned mean. Somebody else, something stupid from the third row seats. Casey raised one hand, soft smile, Sunday manners, like he could quite a ride with a gesture and a banner. Second pitch, same story, he let it go again. And strike two fell hard as a rock in a coffee can. His face changed, not anger, more like someone finally waking, like he remembered his name and what the town was taking. I thought about my father in the old blue cap, saying, "Kid, don't bet your whole life on one at bat." But the band kept playing somewhere past the left field fence, and the sunset made the streetlights look expensive. Because heroes are just people with a crowd on their back, and you can't always buy tomorrow with a perfect swing. We held our breath till it hurt, then the crack didn't come back, just a cut through the air and a quiet, terrible ring. He swung like he meant it, he swung like he could save us. 3 strikes. face, empty hands. No parade, no second chances. Just the sound of cleats on